Alright, we've got another pre-made. I'm picking Warfield in this one. We've taken 15 minutes before the game starts, as per usual. Very nice. Alright, here we are. 15 minutes, 40 seconds in. The game starts. Who are we versing? We're versing Kylek and the random on Zerg. So I'm playing a bit of Garfield here. I think it's, what am I doing with my camera, by the way? I think it's the maybe second time I played Warfield in a pre-made, and I've taken a bit of inspiration. I was having some trouble in my previous Warfield games that I've played with a lot of gas income and kind of figuring out how to get through that mid-game into an effective late game. And watching some of the Chinese Warfield players, particularly Duang, play Warfield has kind of given me a bit of inspiration as to how I'll build this game. So we're just starting out with, why do I have 2 barracks? Oh, because I will eventually want that wall. It is a bit annoying, but yeah, send that Hellion through to get to that mid so we can farm and just go with a little bit of eco to start with. I'm actually probably gonna have to join up, yeah, around the map. It's not gonna be safe to send it through here. Anyway, as I was saying, taking that inspiration, and I'm gonna play pretty much RPG style with Warfield, Hellion and Warfield. My God, I am sending it through. What am I up to? I'm sorry, I'm getting distracted. What am I doing? And just going around with Warfield and Hellion for a while. Usually, I see a lot of them start with 2 Hellions. Not necessary, I don't think. Because you're going to be able to just kill them with a Warfield shot and a Hellion shot. And getting that early eco is really valuable. But eventually, we'll be making more Hellions to join us as the game goes on. But instead of spreading them around the map or anything, we just play with them on our hero. Kind of play RPG style where we just focus on units only on our hero and farm up really fast, harass close to mid, maybe harass creep a little bit to try and get that level 6 early on, to get that gas early on for our eco and our units. And honestly, it's getting me gas pretty much as fast as it would when I make outposts playing Warfield, but also you get way more XP on your hero, which is really valuable, of course, because at level 6, we get that Xanthos, which is an incredibly strong hero unit and scales really well with XP. So the earlier you can get it, the better. Anyway, we are just building up that eco. We're probably going to have to set up another eco at some point, or make a Herc back here. I can't remember what I choose to do. But here we see we're just doing a bit of creep harass. Try to get 1 tumor. Take a bit of damage for it, but it is worth, you know, slowing down their creep spread a tiny bit. What do we have on our team? So they're Kraith Niadra, actually. So kind of a unique pick in pre-mades. Looks like we've got a little bit of fun going on around the bot side. Is there much on the top side? Holy shit. Champion dies. Champion dies to a Kraith. That's not good. But that's, who knows? Maybe they can ghost DT farm with us, or harass creep rather. We'll see. Always a good option. You know, sometimes some monkey mistakes happen in a pre-made and you die early. It's unfortunate, but it happens. However, in pre-mates, funnily enough, dying early on, it's obviously not great, but it's honestly not the worst thing in the world, because as long as you can go Ghost DT, if we could find the Observer, if you could go this Blood Hunter, it's actually really hard to defend creep from versus experienced players who are utilizing the dashes and the blinks while harassing that creep. And as long as you have like one other player harassing creep, Ghost DT will get you so many creep tumor kills. So it's really not the worst thing in the world. But here we see we're setting up that second eco spot. Gonna defend it, I guess. Huge amount of space to work with here. If we get away with it, we probably aren't gonna be filling it up or anything. But it does also give me an option to place a bunch of eco without having to go for the gas upgrades. So here we see the plus 75, the plus 1s rather, cost 75 minerals. You upgrade it to plus 2, it's another 75 minerals. Only at plus 4 does it start costing gas. So we can actually make quite a few here, quite a few plus 2s before having to spend gas if we do ever start running low on that gas. You see we're meeting up with a second Hellion now that we're getting a bit further into the game. We still 2-shot, or like a shot with Warfield plus a shot with Hellion still kills a Ling. But now that we've actually got a boost on our economy by not rushing that Hellion, like double Hellion at the start of the game, now we can start mixing a few more in. Helps us kill more dense Ling traffic areas, maybe even Ling balls. And I'm level 3 almost, level 2 at the moment, so level 1 get that scan, use it to try and scout the Kraith early on. Sticky bomb level 2, which will help us with any Ling balls that we see. And then once I get scan, I'll be able to sticky bomb plus stim. That'll pretty much heal me to full instantly because of that spell vamp that it has on it. There we go, the stim's coming out. How's the eco doing? That's pretty good. I mean, we're at plus 20. We're at plus 20. We're probably going to delay upgrades as long as possible. There's no real need for me to get early upgrades. They are quite expensive. No, not really. They're more expensive now on Warfield. They used to be like for +1 armor or +1 attack, 250 minerals each. Very cheap. Of course, you also have to get the armory. I think 100 minerals, yeah. But now I think it's like, I actually don't know. Is it 500 for one armor and then 400 for one attack? Anyway, we do salvage here. But yeah, because of that, I'd rather just make a few more Hellions and stick them on us. We're making some Murloc Marines back at our main eco. Maybe set it up on that wood to get a bit of gas. Basically, we're just in a good enough spot where we can afford to do it. We have options. We could set up another eco here. It looks like I might be going to do that. I still have a... Oh no, we're making Murloc Marines back here as well. Okay, so we're going to defend this ramp again if the Kraith doesn't come through, which he doesn't. It's in a bit of a limbo, but they actually deal with it fine. But yeah, so I can always make a Herc from the structure and defend it. Or rather, remake eco here. And then I've still, of course, always got this up. Looks like I'm kind of just putting it out the front to buffer any potential hero that gets sent into this. Not necessary, really, because there are 2 vision wards here that'll scout it. So I'm not too sure what I'm up to with that if I'm not going to send them to the vision wards to get some gas. But here we see we're doing a bit more creep harass, kind of farming close to mid. Of course, Ling density is higher the closer, or you can't really call it mid on this map, but closer to the Nidus, Ling density is higher because that's where they spawn from automatically. But we're level 3 and let's say 3 1/4. Not bad. Should be ramping up the more we creep harass. I might actually want to be looking at getting 1 armor eventually, you know, like if I'm standing on creep. I'm probably, I mean, we can see on the mini-map, Neandra is on the right side, so I'm very safe to do it. Looks like I'm getting that Herc out on the right side of the map to get another eco up. Yeah. So, I'm pretty much just going to be able to free harass on creep for a while until Neandra comes off of the mini-map, which she has now. Where's she headed to? Just down bot side, but I don't know that, of course. So I head off mini-map, head off creep rather, because it's not very safe when we don't know where Neandra is. I do a bit of a sticky bomb plus stim here. So the stim cost me some life, but I ended up healing pretty much as it cost. So, you know, it's whatever. Not necessary there. I thought maybe I'd get some more life. But the sticky bomb really helps us get that gas there, get the XP as well. Now we're level 3.5. And we're probably going to head back towards creep. I'm at plus 43. I was going to say at some point I probably am going to want upgrades. I want to see how much these cost as well. Make a little bit of a wall so Kraith can't just easily get to us. So 400 for each now, actually. We see this is profit walled as well. I could start making units down there. I have the barracks down. What is it, 25 minerals to place a barracks? Yeah, so very good option to just place it there in case I ever want to make a Herc out of it and make some eco, but obviously it's very close to creep, so I don't do that. I should place an outhouse down somewhere as well. It's a bad habit I've gotten used to with the Warfield change, is not placing enough outhouses. Of course, you have the recall to outhouse abilities, so just having a few down in different locations. Again, 25 minerals, very cheap, a good option. Should definitely have it at this eco. Should probably have it in this low ground as well, or maybe even over here as well. When you're at plus 50, it's like pretty much nothing to do. But we are now making a bunch of Hellions, doing a bit of harass. I think I'm 1-1 at this point. 2 armor, 1 attack. So we're able to step on creep a bit. We get that Herc out as well, so he'll be able to give us AoE stim. Helps us disengage from a fight better, or we could just use it here to get more gas, as we do. Again, stim plus sticky bomb pretty much heals me up to full while I get that extra DPS out of the stim there. But yeah, I mean, the wall gets salvaged, so now I can just easily make units from here. Very nice. Now, it looks like I'm making units to defend it. I do place an outhouse down, just in case I do want to... Oh no, I'm probably placing it here so I can put the, Murloc Marines in so I can heal up. So, the heal aura there. So, fear goes down. Honestly, Kraith is getting, 2 kills as a Kraith by 13 minutes is a pretty good position to be in. You don't really expect to get any kills as Kraith, really, unless survivors mess up a lot on, classes that require energy to escape, because you've got that puddle that cancels the use of energy abilities. Something like a DT or a Schlurk that's really out of position could allow for a kill from Kraith. But 2 kills this early on versus this team is actually a really good spot to be in for Kraith. Of course, we do have a lot of eco, but at the same time I'm looking left side of the map, top left, and of course top right as well, and top mid, I guess. There's pretty much nothing. We have some eco here, well actually quite a lot of eco here from the Slenders. Mostly just me harassing, and then left side of the map's actually almost completely dark. Roaches are coming out. They are doing some roach patrols. Roach balls to clear out eco, very good. Good farm here. This guy clearing out that. We're doing a little bit of DPS. We build some more Hellions to do some extra damage to them. I believe Hellions still have extra damage versus armored, right? Yeah, they do. Just 10 more, but it's, you know, it's kind of nice. They just in general do a lot of damage anyway for their cost. So definitely a great unit to go for. And the main unit we're going to be focusing on until we can get to laser tanks. I really don't know if sentry bots are worth it anymore on Warfield. Other than for their aura, they give +1 range when they're in an outhouse, so they're useful for that for sure. Also don't know if Eidolons are worth it anymore really. You do get the recall from them. They allow you to get more recalls since that was moved from the Herc to that unit, but it's not often that you need it when you've got AoE stim plus stim on your Warfield. It's like, and you don't need to recall eco anymore because your units are no longer eco. So mostly we're going to be looking at maybe a few Murloc Marines as we've seen, but mostly those Hellions into that laser tank. We're doing some more harass here, clearing out some creep. Niadra's having to spend a lot of time topside, which is great because, as we see, there's a decent amount of creep that's been pushed back bot side. It's also a less valuable side of the map for her to be on since topside, there's a very small area on this map for any survivors to be at. So the fact that we're pulling her up here is very nice. We are almost level 5 as well. We see we're working quite quickly towards Xanthos. Even though we've not really been fed Ling Balls or anything, we've got like maybe 1 or 2 Ling Balls, a Roach Ball or something. Mostly because Niadra was trying to defend. It's not like we're catching a unusual amount of unit balls when we are pretty much constantly on creep. This is pretty standard, if not below average, and we're already about to hit level 5 at 16 or at 17 minutes, I guess. Really a fan of this like RPG unit ball strategy on Warfield to get both gas, take up some attention from the defender by harassing, or maybe the hunter. You could probably do it versus hunter as well, as long as it's not like a Dahaka or something. And then also getting a ton of XP off it. We're also, like, we're at +1, like, obviously we've been lucky this game eco-wise. We're at +124, 126. We've obviously got great eco. Our main eco, or rather our first eco, has never been hit. Well, I guess I maybe spoke too soon. I probably won't be able to defend this with Murloc Marine, so we do have to salvage that. Probably shouldn't have said anything, but whatever. We have to salvage at the 18-minute mark. Obviously very lucky to have that as our first proper salvage. We did salvage this on the earlier on. Wasn't necessary though. I did have to do it because if Kraith went up there, I would have just been full cleared, but obviously nothing actually got cleared. We haven't even lost the structure. We've just had to salvage twice basically. So very ahead of the curve when it comes to eco. Being at +135, very nice. Still doing that harass. What XP am I at the moment? Still just above level 5. We've got 2 levels in Sticky Bomb, 2 levels in Stim Pack, 1 in Scan. We even get to keep that that barracks out here, so we'll be able to remake units down here. Maybe even remake a Herc if I want to re-eco down there. But we see that unit ball is kind of just growing when it comes to Hellions. Do a bit more harass. Do we see Niadra on the minimap? No. I guess I'm just getting kind of ballsy to harass here because I am 3-3. So, you know, it's very comfortable for me to harass in this position. I have great amount of upgrades compared to the Zerg. How much do they have? Probably 2-2. If that. 1-1 still. Pretty bad for Zerg to have 1-1 by 19 minutes. You definitely want 2-2 by now. 2-2 by 18 minutes. Usually you get it earlier. But because of that, like, even if Niadra comes up to us, Storm's kind of big on my units. Because, I mean, they're not that tanky. And I think Storm goes through armor. It should, as a spell. But my heroes are in no real danger. And I can very easily remake or reproduce my units because, again, like every 2 seconds I can make a Hellion, and it may as well be free to me at this point. It's very, very cheap to just remake a few Hellions. I'm actually floating 10k. I wonder what I'm going to go for. I would have expected 4 life and armor because, you know, I'm pushing here. We actually go for the okay, we are going to get it. We go for the battlecruiser upgrade, which means we're expecting to build BCs here. Am I going to harass with it? I can't remember. I think I base with it. Swan goes down. Is that Swan and... Oh, that might be Swan and the... Oh, we could probably check this way. No, no. The what's his name? Stepman, I think it is, right? Is up somewhere. I actually can't remember. Oh, there it is. What's this fucker's name? Kaczynski, not Stepman. So Kaczynski's still up. Swan's still alive. He's still got the best hero, the Kaczynski. Obviously not nice to lose Swan, but he's still got the one that can build laser drills, which is great. So are we going to make... I imagine we are going to make laser tanks here and push with them then. We could also base, even though it's a Kraith, you usually don't want to base versus a Kraith. Funnily enough, Warfields are actually one of the better bases versus Kraith. Mostly because as Warfield, your units are so big and so clunky and you take up so much room and you can expand so far when it comes to your planetary fortresses. Because of that, it's good versus Kraith because he likes to deal with units in a smaller area. I do have to blink here because I'm a bit worried about Nadra just running after me and gunning me down basically, but we do end up fine. Yeah, making a couple of BCs, and a lot of Hellions still. So yeah, we're probably going to go for a massive push here. What level am I now? Level 6. Okay, I can get Xanthos now. I just have, I'm restricted on gas because I'm making a bunch of laser tanks. I should be foregoing laser tanks here to get Xanthos. That should be a priority, just so we can get XP scaling mostly. But of course, 570 damage laser tanks, very nice as well. They'll make these roaches very easy to clear. Stim pack plus sticky bomb, pretty much heals me like what 400 health there. Very nice. We'll be getting that Xanthos soon, I imagine, because I'll be getting a lot of damage here. Get the battle cruisers right clicked on Niadra if possible. Everything else can start attacking the roaches. How much? So that's unfortunate. Roaches have 580 health. We do 570 damage, so we very much overkill. I have to recall here. Yeah, absolutely. Oh my god, I actually almost die. That was calculated though. That was calculated. I'm not fucking stupid for almost throwing the game there. I think if I die there, we probably wouldn't be able to win. Because they still do have a lot of eco. I've pushed back creep a lot, but haven't been able to do much eco damage. And we only have, I mean, we've still got most people alive, but you know what, maybe never mind. These guys are actually in a great position. Much better than I expected, eco-wise. But, what was I saying? Yeah, 570 damage on the laser tanks, 580 health on the roaches. Very much overkill to two-shot them. It's actually pretty unfortunate. But now with Xanthos in, he'll be able to like soften them up a little bit. His auto attacks do AoE damage, of course, so does the gamma beam. Sending him out, he's got vision. He can help our laser tanks push a little bit. Of course, eat up some XP as well. Meanwhile, we sit back home and try to heal up desperately because we took a lot of health just hitting those rocks. Auto attacks on Warfield do have a little bit of lifesteal. It's very slow. I should probably be making a Murloc Marine outpost or outhouse here as well, while also hitting the rock. It's just in general, it's very slow to heal your hero on Warfield, but it would speed things up a little bit. I'm also slowly killing that rock, so maybe I should... Yeah, actually I do. I was going to say maybe I should go and look for another rock. And we do indeed stem and start hitting this rock, which is a little bit less valuable because it looks like Swan not only has eco here, but a bit of a base. Okay, Xanthos doing a bit of harass on the Niadra. Surely I don't let this die, right? Okay, well, he absolutely does die. I look back just to see it and feel bad about myself, but we are also getting hit by a roach ball here. We'll be able to clear it out, no problem, especially with the Swan turrets and all that. Remake the Xanthos. My god, we're at plus 200 a second. We're sitting on 20k. Are we going for, maybe 5 armor? Yeah, looks like it. What I actually should do, look at the numbers now, I actually didn't know that, oh, is Artanis alive? Artanis might actually be dead. Is Puddle up? Charge is up. Puddle's not quite up. It is level 3 though, so it's big. He needs to get that Energizer aura off before Puddle comes off cold. Yeah, he's fine. Now that I look at the numbers, I didn't know this while playing. I actually didn't know this until I looked at them now. Roaches have just enough life to out-heal or outlive a one-shot from the Yamato cannons just. So if I get 5 attack here, it's actually better. What about the Piggers? Piggers are still going to need... Piggers would need 3 attacks at plus 4. If I get plus 5, it probably, yeah, it would be only 1 attack, I believe. 2 attacks, rather. Definitely not 1. So 5 attack, way better than 5 armor here. Good to know. I will remember that in the future. Although, I guess, specifically against Kraith Pigless, but still against roaches. Trying to do a gamma beam here on the Pigless. Doesn't achieve much. Maybe softens them up a tiny bit. That's annoying, but we do TP on him. Get that damage off. Very nice. Of course, when you charge up that spine volley animation as Kraith, you're pretty much stunned. You can still cast spells like the Reflective Hide or something, but you can't move, so that just opened us up to do a ton of damage there. I think that was most of the damage we've done to the hero this game, and we're at 30k damage almost. We probably got like 20k damage off of that TP with those laser tanks. Absolutely ridiculous single target damage. And our Xanthos lives, level 5 now, almost level 6, he's big. What level's our Warfield? Level 9. Not as important on Warfield, but it is nice to scale in levels. Xanthos is the much better level scaler, gets so much damage from his auto attacks and stuff. Warfield does get some more attack range though, which is nice. We're sitting on 8 attack range now. Kraith just gonna clear the map. See, usually you don't base against Kraith, but as we see here, we can actually hold versus Kraith with this base. It is mostly because I am just so ahead. I can pretty much constantly pump out laser tanks. Going for a bit of a push now. Am I sending Xanthos in as well? I am. We're actually going for Planetary Fortress Eco. Costs a lot. 10k to max out plus 50 gas, but you know, it's a nice amount of income. I don't know how much it gives total. Plus 10 per 3 seconds, stacking up to 10 times. So plus 100 every 3 seconds, and then we've got Chrono 33. Oh, Prophet dies. Was he harassing creep maybe? Surely not, surely not. I mean, what level is Niadra? Level 9 Niadra. I mean, she's gonna melt pretty much, yeah, especially with Primal Roar, which she used, so maybe it was versus a Prophet. She will kill pretty much anything as fast as she wants to. Wraith is coming through here, clearing it out. Some people slowly working their way over to the, oh, what the hell is this? Slowly working their way over to the base. How did you even get trapped? There must have been, oh, it must have been the Prophet ward there, and I had the Hellion stuck up there, farming off of it. Little bit of Xanthos harass, slowly gaining levels. Also gas, still gas important. Gas is very important for us. Like, it is insane how much gas Warfield uses, especially now that his eco is very gas expensive, and of course 50 gas to Chrono Planetary, which I think we are going for more of. Got one here. No, just one at the moment. I guess plus 330 per second is enough for me, but also, you know, 10 gas every laser tank. And now at this point, we're just clearing out all this creep, but also all this eco. So Zerg are level 10. They could absolutely still pull something out. You know, Kraith is still kind of scary with his levels. He could maybe do. Don't tell me I lose another Xanthos, dude. You shouldn't be losing Xanthos. It's so strong to scale its levels, and when you lose it, it resets levels. I don't know why I'm doing this. Surely on purpose. There's no way it's not on purpose, right? Surely I'm not that bad. So kind of insane that I just lost Xanthos twice there. But yeah, Kraith could still be really scary with his level scaling and all the damage you can do with the spine volley and the level 4 puddle as well. But I mean, at the same, is this blocked in? At the same time, Warfield scale is pretty fucking insane as well. But we've cleared out all of the creep now. All the creep mid anyway. Actually, this is still somehow up. They're trying to eco up on the top right side. I have a bit of a fortress going on actually. How much are they sitting at? Plus 10 on the defender. What about the hunter? Plus 10 as well. Honestly, not terrible. Oh, hold on. Yeah, plus 10 on each of them. Not terrible to be honest, and it is really defensible. But they have to somehow get snipes off on our heroes in this space, which certainly a possibility if you're looking away while pushing. Get clipped by a spine volley. Even though I'm like 5 armor and I'm level 10, 1500 health, 20 armor. Armor I don't think matters when it comes to spine volley. I could honestly die pretty fucking fast if I'm looking away for too long. But surely not. Surely that wouldn't happen. We see Xanthos coming back in. This time I better not lose him. Got the laser tanks pushing as well. Oh, he's getting stuck behind a bunch of Artanis pylons. I'm going for more planetaries. How much do I even get up to income-wise this game? Plus 500 per second. That's kind of nuts. How much total minerals have I got? Almost 300,000. Surely no one's got more income, right? Actually, Celinda's kind of close. Not that close, I guess. I almost have double theirs. But yeah, Xanthos doing a bit of harass. Hopefully don't lose him this time. Where's the Kraith at? Oh, he's coming in. Oh my god, don't tell me. Look, to be fair, it could not have survived there. To be completely fair, because again, it does cancel your usage of energy abilities, so I couldn't barrier. Do a bit of a TP, get some damage off. Casual 1600 damage. Even Swan coming up to push with turrets and his hero. But I like the lurker. This really is like a Zerg fortress. Lurker defense up here, lurkers up here. It's really hard to push into, and if they get all these hives, they've got a decent amount of income. Obviously, pretty hard to compare to the survivor income. I mean, we're looking at how much now? Plus 700 a second. Hard to compare to that, but it is a good amount. Kaczynski almost going down. But I think at this point, it's a matter of slowly pushing through the Zerg and taking them out. Xanthos, it's got to live this time, right? 3 Xanthos deaths. Surely not a 4th. Oh, thank God, we're putting a few more planetary fortresses up. I think I need the income quite. I've somehow gone to 3 gas, actually. I'm completely out of gas. I think I've just been throwing my my laser tanks into a meat grinder. I mean, I certainly have, because I could sustain it better than the Zerg could sustain their health or their units, but I've somehow gone down to like 0 gas, 0 minerals as well. I think because I'm upgrading all these planetaries. Alright, I think now that we have finally hit almost 300 supply, I'm finally getting some gas, because they're not constantly being pushed into laser tank production. I also don't even have the minerals to produce laser tanks. I mean, I'm sitting at plus 900 a second, so I don't know how I'm managing to not be able to sustain that. Where is the crowd? I mean, it's over soon, but where are they even dying? Oh, okay, they're just dying to the Artenis. Doesn't even get the Artenis kill, unfortunate. But yeah, pretty nice Warfield game. Definitely a big fan of this style of Warfield as opposed to the one I was playing previously. I find it's actually very, very strong. So definitely the way to play Warfield now, I think. RPG into early Xanthos into just pure laser tank.